Hello everybody, Time to Grind here, and today we're back with more Crab Champions. Today we're going to be messing around with the Arcane Wand, right? We haven't really used a lot of these wands recently, and I figured big old purple balls with the Electro Globe would be perfect. We're going to use the katana, haven't used the katana in a while, and we're going to just have fun, right? We're going to start with Thorn Explosion. Maybe a Thorn Wand. Oh, no, that's for the ability. That's for the ability. So that will turn into Thorns here potentially. And that is pretty interesting. Also, Liquid Rock, thanks for the 2 months Prime. Appreciate it. But yeah, last episode we did multiplayer. Multiplayer is always a little bit chaotic, especially for the YouTube videos. I know you guys on YouTube kind of enjoy the single player. Just figure out a build, yap during it, and have some fun. And it's always fun to just mess around with Crab Champions. Also, we're already going to get a legendary. Sure, abilities spawn mortar turrets. Well, we already have mortar turrets. We took away some HP, which normally I wouldn't want, but we're at the start of the game, so that's not very much. When you say the hello, everyone, Time to Grind here, it sounds so robotic. Well, I've actually been... Oh, big shot. Let's get some big purple balls. And we'll do health regeneration, and we'll go money here. Right, obviously, that's how I've started my YouTube videos for... I don't know how I started them at the beginning. I don't know when I started my whole hello everybody, Time to Grind here. But to be transparent, I've been trying to tone down the energy on my intro a little bit. Maybe that's why it sounds robotic, because naturally me wants me to be big booming intro. Hello everybody. Oh, right here. We're trying to grow the channel more, and I'm like, okay, maybe that's like putting people off. I know a lot of other big YouTubers. I'll do Paycheck, Crystals Each Island, and we're gonna definitely go for more health. I'm like, maybe people don't want to be yelled at the beginning of the YouTube video? Question mark? Maybe. So I'm trying to go more casual with it. Like, I'm not gonna change the way I am in the videos. I'm still gonna be myself, right? But like, I'm like, okay, well maybe I don't need to go as crazy with the intro, but I don't want to change the intro because I've been doing it for like over 5, 6, 7 years. So I don't know. I don't really know. I'm just trying to do anything I can to make it. You know what I mean? You're watching you on the TV. Hey, I was always told I had a TV for face or face for TV. What? No one ever told me that, actually. I'm full of bullshit. Max HP when we buy things, and we'll go economy here. Trying to have the same energy as hello, everyone. My name is Markiplier. See, I never really watched Markiplier too much growing up. I know my fiance watched a lot of Markiplier growing up. The only other YouTuber I know that has a super crazy intro, but everyone always makes fun of it is, what is it, Jacksepticeye? Who's like, "Drop in the morning to you, gentlemen, ladies," whatever his intro is. So I'm trying not to like flashbang people with my voice, right? We need to pretend that I'm a smooth talking Mr. Man. And then once people get into the content and the videos, then they can see how unhinged I am, right? But maybe we don't flashbang people with my voice, is the thought, hypothetically. We'll say shop contains more goods for sale. And man, mortar turret. I could already, dude, maybe we get turrets? I don't know. Let's see what we could upgrade the mortar turret. I wasn't planning on doing a turret build. So I don't know. I could go either way. I could be trying to do a lot of turret stuff. Jacksepticeye's intro is always in your face. And it fits, right? Like if that was gonna be my intro, or I guess that has been my intro for years and years and years. So, I don't know. Only mentioning it because you brought it up. But that is probably why. I did have a comment recently on a random video. And someone was just, every now and then people be getting mad that if you don't put like the game name in the title, it's just, people get mad at whatever, so I'm not really that. But then they were also like, dude, your content feels so fake, like your energy feels so fake. You have much to learn, young one. I was like, man, I don't know who you are, but I don't know who you are to tell me I'm being fake. Because I feel like I've been trying to be myself Like, very, very hard. And obviously just one stupid comment, you know, gotta not, you know, go crazy with it. Also, maybe we just do, because we have Arcane. We could just turn the turret Arcane as well. And do, like, only Arcane turrets and an Arcane orb or something. That would be a fun little combo. Just have as much Arcane in that way possible. Max health increased. I probably will buy that. And max health increased. And then we got extra max HP for buying things. So I just want to make sure we don't lose this run already having a legendary. It's pretty cool, you know? You looked, and the first video I could find where you had that intro was new hero Lucio overview and speculation. Man, that's just crazy. I just remember literally being in high school and like, yeah, trying to do like have my channel be an Overwatch channel because that's what was getting views because it hadn't come out yet. And that's what I was like thinking I enjoyed and was going to turn my whole career into. So I remember like literally being in high school and then like they would be releasing the little videos of the game, and I'd be like writing scripts for YouTube videos while I was in school. So I don't know. I guess at some point in time, I knew I needed a thing. You sounded so different. I think it caused ear damage. Well, and see, because I definitely, it's a struggle. It's a struggle, right? You know, you don't want to put people off, but you also don't want to like talk all monotone. That's why I think the actual approach is to have more of a, but also saying hello, everybody, time to grind. That's solidified. I feel like I have to do that for the rest of my life, even though I don't know. I could probably jump into the games faster. Okay, max health with every close range kill. That one can be decent sometimes. Aura explosion, shotgun blast, ice aura. Let's just do aura explosion. I don't know. I probably wasn't the best with the electro globe, but that's okay. So I think the play is to try to be a little bit more chill while still being excited. I don't know. But I haven't figured out the natural way to do the intro yet. So the intro is like the most faked part of my fake part of my content, you know. But so far build's going pretty well, I gotta say. We haven't really had to worry too much about this build. When I'm playing Crab Champions, I am not sure when to use the melee weapon. Any advice? So obviously it depends on the melee. That is a good question though. I've not heard that specific question before. I'm gonna say every fish shot deals more damage. We're gonna go to Anvil again. I would say whenever you're early on, well, obviously number one, you're gonna always want to use the melee when you see a shielded enemy. I mean, that's obvious number one, right? I'm sure you know that. Otherwise, I kind of just use it like randomly, if that makes sense. Like whenever there's a bunch of enemies lined up, and I think it really depends on the melee, right? Now, normally I use pickaxe and I use hammer, which have a lot of range. So sometimes I'll do it when I'm reloading, because a lot of times you're allowed to use your melee when you're reloading, right? Or, you know, sometimes I'll like, if I know it's off of cooldown, you know, I'll try to use it. But a lot of the times it's only for early game and not late game, because late game, if you're not focusing on your melee, which I don't normally do, even though I like melee builds in other games, I just don't find them very satisfying in this game. So late game, it tends to be more for mobility, you know? Use it when you feel like you need it. But that's the thing though, it's like a lot of the times you don't really feel like you ever need it. You know what I mean? So that's why I understand the question. So a lot of the times I do just use it for mobility, and then early game if there's a bunch of enemies lined up or stuff like that, you know, depending on your melee. But okay, toxifying, growing. See, as good as I think toxifying and all that stuff would be, I really like the idea of only having arcane turrets and arcane on me. So even though it's not the best idea, it's my favorite idea. So we're going to increase size and damage but reduce speed of the turret. That's probably fine. And we'll go to another anvil. This is very, very weird. Just use melee when enemy is in range unless it's the pickaxe. Well, that's the problem though. Well, and that's the thing. I guess it's not the problem, because you can just do your melee without interrupting your guns normally. Same thing with throwing your grenade, right? So just, I would find a balance where you can just continuously be firing your weapon and then throw the, because it's just extra DPS, right? Like that's why even late game, like right now we have a, you know, lot of abilities. We have the mortar turrets and stuff like that. So it makes sense to be throwing these out. But that's why even when I'm not doing a skill build, you'll see me just constantly throwing out the grenades, throwing out the melees every now and then, just because it's an extra form of DPS. Like, it's not interrupting your gun, if that makes sense. But welcome, just call me James. Everybody else popping in. That video was the first time you said it in your intro. Your intro changed a little for a bit till you went back to that and stayed with it. TTG lore drop. I appreciate you looking into that, honestly. Increased damage radius by 200% of the mortar turret, sure. And I will XL totem twice, because I ain't no baby. Now, I could do that on an elite. Who's ready for me to throw the game? Who's ready? Oh my god, who is ready for me to throw? Oh. I got this. I've never been more confident in my life. I've never been more confident. Oh my god, dude. This is fucking nuts. This is nuts. If I win this, then maybe my parents will be proud. No. Ah! Oh no. See, I haven't got hit though. And because I haven't got hit, I get to talk shit. See, I felt relatively confident because of the legendaries that we have and the fact that we have Arcane, right? There's a lot of Arcane between all the enhancements on the turret. And Arcane is, in fact, pretty good against these elites. Ooh-wee. Ooh-wee. You didn't throw the game, you launched it. So now we get 3 epic chests here. Weapon damage, multiplier increased, fire rate reduced, drill shot, giant drill. I'll take drill shot. And then bouncing ability. Ooh, checklist. Damage increased every 25 kills. And Arcane Blast, yes. We were the Arcane is the build, so Arcane Blast is great there. What's the TTG seal of approval? Since I won this, you know what? We'll lock it a TTG guarantee seal of approval. I will this early on in a run with that under my belt, I will lock in a time to grind guarantee seal of approval, which we are at 52-20 on a streak of 1. So I don't know. We could keep this streak up while we're here. Thank you so much to all of our VIP supporters: HatchetDaddy, Atlasaquarian, Baltazár, Kaiden, CRlmao, ricin, addict, and indron, and everybody else watching these videos and streams and all that good stuff. Thank you. But yeah, we'll lock it in. We'll win at least loop 2. We're just going for a loop 2 win. I am going to go for the upgrade chest here. It's a max HP in the Venn diagram. But the fact that we now have... those are 3 really good epics. Drill shot, Arcane Blast, especially since we're attempting to do an Arcane build. We're trying to get everything Arcane right now. There's a lot of Arcane. So the number one thing we probably want to try to do is try to go to some elemental chests, because we probably want to try to find, I don't remember exactly what exists, but the stuff where, oh god, where your Arcane stacks are either stronger or they can stack higher. I don't ever really remember how this game works. Now that is one healthy ass pumpkin. There we go. We got paycheck. We're increasing our damage now too. Even more money per island. I feel like if I tried moving the same way, every shot would just hit me. You gotta, I don't know. Oh, Arcane Blast. I don't want to get too big, but we'll big shot. Gain crystals each island, and then heal enemies after killing people. So we have another form of health. I'd say that's pretty good. We raised up our max HP a little bit. Now one of these guys will probably eventually commit Sudoku. Oh geez. Let's not die here. Let's not die here. I just killed I was just able to kill 7 elites. Can we not die to 2 elites? Just really hard. Honestly, I need you guys to jump off the map because y'all are shooting way too many projectiles here for me. For my money? Oh god. Yeah, you know what? We'll hide. We'll hide, and then they'll jump off the map. Totally. 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 And I can't even be jump scared. There you go. Got one of them to jump off. I can handle that now. I can handle a 1v1. I can handle a 0v2. I can see a game's easy when you just convince the people to jump off the map. Easy. Another TTG lore drop. According to TTG, he was actually born in the 19th century. That's true. True, true, true. Okay. Salvage the key. Abilities spawn landmines. We'll do Grim Reaper, heal more. And, ooh, max health each island. Let's go. Let's freaking go. You know, I just whispered sweet nothings into their ear, and that's all you gotta do sometimes. All you gotta do. Nice. I feel like overall we're pretty good. Ability spawn homing explosive barrels. Sure. Ooh, and I don't have any relics. So I'll do this. Enemies drop 5 times the crystals if they die after 5 seconds of being melee. Ooh, this is an instance where obviously makes sense to melee the most amount of people. Right, this way we're also gaining a lot of base max HP via that one perk that's given us HP as we kill people close to us. Knives Out's a fun one. I haven't really done that in a while. Okay. A lot of money. Reset all cooldowns when you destroy rocks. Fire rate increases after you kill someone. Reload speed. I'm going to do the reload speed because this has a long reload. And we'll just go elemental chest. So we need arcane things. Even though other things, oh no, like poison would help us. I kind of just want to lean into like arcane, you know? Arcane is we got a lot of arcane going on. So if I can get like a bunch of buffing of arcane stacks and stuff like that. And we have turrets that do arcane. We have my gun that does arcane. We have the arcane blasts. Everybody could get a little bit of arcane. Everybody could get some. Hey. And you're dead. Oh yeah, we really need a way. Hopefully we'll find something here to make the stacks of arcane do more for us. Well, I guess we'll just take arcane shot there, obviously. Don't want to do demolition. Demolition never really works out when you're super focusing on elemental, because I think the nests are immune to elemental damage. So not thinking that's going to be the play. Don't think that's going to be the play. Love this music. Still my favorite song in the whole soundtrack. I will say the katana does just make you look like a badass. You look so badass with the katana in this game. I want to see rapid fire Arcane Wand now. Yeah, anything, when you get like an insane amount of fire rate on anything, they are always so satisfying. We're going to go ahead and take Banana, so increase max health multiplier, and I will XL Totem twice. And I'll do that on random. I'm feeling spicy here. If I could do it with all of the elites, oh, I should totally be able to do it with normal enemies. Right, guys? Right, guys? At least we took a lot of healing. At least I was intelligent enough to take all the healing that I took. I think we have 2 instances of healing for the first 45 seconds of a map, and then I took 2 instances of the epic that you gain healing as you kill people, so it's very well needed here. But yeah, turning anything into like a quote-unquote minigun is always so much fun. Especially things that apply elemental effects. Oh gosh. Oh my gosh. I'm just trying to katana that guy with a shield. I'm gonna get a crap ton of money from all of this too. I did want the fire rate ring that was going to give us more fire rate every time we killed someone, but the reload is just overall way better. Hopefully we'll either find that ring or find... Dude, I know there's the scaling ones, like the ones where you get fire rate every island or stuff like that. Okay. Got 3 random chests. Big shot. We'll get some big balls. Like that. Banana. I'll take banana. More health. And max health increased every close range. And this is just a greed totem, right? I'm not doing that. I don't take greed totems. Couldn't be me. Couldn't be me. Okay, what do we got? Crystal, okay, lose some health, but we get money. That's okay. That's okay. I still got this rock here, too. And we got all the healing that we have, so probably not going to do it again. But I'm glad that we got all that money. We have a lot of money. Ooh, max health increase when making purchases at shops. Damn. I will buy that 4 times. So we now get 100 health every time I buy something, I think. I'll buy orbiting scythes. No, we get 125 every time we do that. Actually, oh, 150 every time we do that. That's crazy. I could do it again. That's crazy. I'm gonna take bouncing explosion because then we get 2 turrets. And I also would like melee arcanifies enemies because I feel like we need that in our build. So I'm gonna just sell. I'm gonna sell just the normal regenerator, and then we have a melee arcane. So yeah. TTG, when are you making a song for your supporters? A song in at least 10 years. If not sooner. The goal is we get big and famous and then I can go do whatever I want to do. Also, it's hard for me to hit... Oh my god. It's hard... Okay. It's hard for me to hit flying enemies right now with my thing. But if I haven't made music in a decade, I'll try to at least get you guys some sort of, I don't know, maybe I make like a Christmas song or some shit. I don't know. But yeah, I'm hoping we can kind of rely on our... Oh god. Oh god. See, I don't want to lose this here. I think we're really going to have to rely on our turrets right now. I don't know if I took too many big shots. Probably did take too many big shots. The orbs just do not travel. And I think, even though I have 745 health, I think I'm just getting scared because of how low it actually looks like I am. Just gotta keep doing drive-bys here. Oh god. Oh, I'm pretty low. I'm pretty low. Dude, I just did not expect our orb or our wand to suck this bad right now. And I do heal a little bit when I kill people, or I'm supposed to. Allegedly, I was supposed to. Though maybe it somehow doesn't count if there's summoned minions from a boss. I don't actually know how this works. All I know is if we can at least get a little bit of arcane, right, they end up taking quite a lot of damage. Okay, okay. Okay, I should be able to do this. I should be able to do this. And then we need to get this big shot off. I thought I wanted big purple balls. I don't think, because I just can't shoot. But if I get rid of this, yeah, the big shots just got to go. Okay. Okay, 483 health. Chance for abilities to explode twice. That's how we potentially get like 4 turrets. And, ooh, oh man, I really want gain armor if you have no armor, but we're going to say turret health goes up. If we're truly going crazy with these turrets, giving them 200% more health is really important. See, and now we're healing off of these guys. Now we're healing off of them. So we got a lot of max HP. We just need to heal, which we have a little bit of heals. I'm kind of, yeah, I'll lose. That's max HP. Heal at the start of each island. I'll probably sell that eventually, but that's okay for now. It's decent. Oh, turret damage up. Mm-hmm. Do want to show love to the turrets. And I'll go damage. We haven't really taken any damage here. We have, I think, some damage scaling, right? We've been gaining damage every 25 kills or something. Yeah, checklist just increased damage by 1%. Ooh, I do not want to lose this run out of nowhere. I feel like this is a very solid run. This is a very solid run, and I would, in fact, be set. We also have a TTG guarantee seal of approval writing on all this now, so. Turret damage up, I suppose, and we'll do random because this is also a horde, so. There will be an elite. Where's the elite? There's the elite. Howdy, Mr. Elite. You see, I can actually hit people far away now. I couldn't do that before. I feel like Big Shot is a very big trap sometimes, unless you can get stuff like where it shoots further or gravity's less important. Because you got to respect gravity. You really do have to respect gravity. It's always so weird when you land on a physics object. Like, I just touched that barrel and it like spun us around. Okay, what we got? What we got? Mag shot, bouncing shot. See, I want the elemental one where it's based on if they only have one elemental effect. That's the one that would be good for us. I will take bouncing shot though. And we will go for an anvil. Oh my. What the hell just happened there? What the hell just happened there, actually? Oh my god, it's crazy to see them go like that. I don't understand what happened there, to be honest. I don't understand, because I don't think we should have gotten that much, right? Even if you have it where they trigger, because we have 25% chance for abilities to explode twice, and a bounce, which should only give us 4 total, right? I don't understand what happened to that. It must have, I don't know, that was wild. That was wild. That was a lot of turrets, absolutely. Bouncing could be cool, but we'll take damaging on the mortar turret. We'll go for another relic. And otherwise, we're almost complete with loop number 1 here. It's been a very good build here so far. Very all around, I think, too. We're getting this, sacrificing, what was it, 33% of our max health for a legendary. Literally Island 1. Pretty good, because you don't have very much max HP, so. How did you get so many early in the run? I don't know what happened earlier. We should only have 1 to 4. Now, we do have them having more health. I don't know what happened in that previous moment. That is not representative of the build. The build is really good. I don't quite know what happened earlier, right? We should have 1, maybe 2, maybe 4 turrets each active use. I don't know what happened earlier. Because all we have is this mortar turret. So, armor if you have no armor. Ooh, I want that, but max health multiplier increased every island. That's a scaling one. We love us some scaling shenanigans. That we do. Okay, lose max HP for melee damage increased damage dealt over time. I don't want that. Crystal Strike, Layered Explosion. Higher chance for the abilities to... okay, and higher chance to throw 3. See, that's how we're going to start getting more and more turrets. I will take X shot as well. Sometimes we'll shoot in an X formation, which is just an insane amount of damage when that happens. And more crystals drop when killing enemies, but more enemies spawn. I would be totally okay with that. We're going to now just get rid of... we don't need to heal 125 at the start of each wave. I'm going to take a greed perk. I'm okay with greeds if I know what they are. Greed totems just scare me. It's the power of crab magic. Exactly. Exactly. So let's do final boss time here. Final boss. We do have a TTG guarantee seal of approval writing on a loop 2 win. We got to do what Diamond got to do. The only thing I feel like this build is missing is the elemental perk that, once again, either increases the stack amount of arcane or increases how OP arcane is per stack. I don't remember. It's different depending on the elemental effect, but whatever that is, I really want that, and I also could really want the one where they do more damage if they only have one elemental effect. Because theoretically, I think Electro Orb might add electric for like a little bit, but otherwise they really should only have it if they're hitting rocks. You know, like if I break open a fire rock or something like that. So not killing these guys fast, but definitely not really stressing or struggling at all. Man, those mortar turrets, especially when I can do my... Oh, this is nice. This is nice. Okay, let's see what our legendary is. Spike Strike, freezing enemies. Spike Strike, freezing enemies, Ice Strike, Ice Explosion. Really wants me to do ice here. I'm gonna do Spike Strike. I don't want ice. I have Arcane. Spike Strike would be pretty cool too, so. And then we will say max health goes up when we buy things, and we will loop-de-loop and pull because our shoes are looking cool. Now my shoes, once again, not cool. I don't think I've ever had cool looking shoes actually in my life. I had Heelys or wheelies as a kid. So depending on whether you think those are cool or not, I might have had cool shoes. I never actually learned how to use them though, so that makes me infinitely more lame. Even if you think wheelies are cool, I just wore the wheelies and never really put the wheels in because I'm just, I don't know. Honestly, pretty pathetic. Yeah, this game really wanted us to do some ice shenanigans. Shots do additional flat damage. That's really nice. And we will go for more relics. I want more relics here. Overall, though, this build is quite nice. I am very much enjoying this build. We have a melee arcane. We've got arcane shots. We're shooting arcane blasts. We're doing a turret that is arcane. We've got most of the arcane in this game. I'm sure there's a couple more instances for sure that we will keep an eye out for. Fire rate increased after we kill an enemy. Yep. That's what I was talking about earlier. So now our fire rate's gonna skyrocket here on a lot of these maps. And we have the reload to back it up, right? A lot of the times when you increase your fire rate too much, sometimes you then keep getting bottlenecked on the reload. But so far, so good. I think I'll take damage numbers off here in a second, though. A lot of numbers. A lot of numbers on the screen. A lot of numbers. We'll turn that down. That's text chat. There we go. Do we need more economy? Yeah, we don't have very much. The only economy I think that we have in this is, where is it? 3 instances of paycheck, which has given me 12,400 so far. Oh, here we go. Here we go. Damage increase to enemies if they have exactly 1 debuff to them. And it's a 50% damage increase in that instance. But yeah, more economy would definitely be nice, for sure. Glad that we have the scythes around us, too. Now, if we could somehow upgrade that to give people arcane as well, that would be pretty badass. But yeah, we only have a little bit of economy. But at least it scales up. I remember when paycheck used to not scale up.
Back in my day, it did not scale.
What would you do if your YouTube started getting like fuck all views, but your streams did very good? What, like, well, if you're talking about like, if my streams started popping off million, you know, like to the point where I could sustain myself. At that point in time, I mean, I'd be happy because I would have made it. And then I would probably just be like, okay, well, my YouTube approach is not working. I'd be very confused at why my streams were popular, but not my videos. So, okay, enemies drop more best based on our combo. Maybe we can get some armor, and we will XL totem. So at that point, I would have to be really introspective, and I'd have to be like, okay, why is me as a content creator doing well, but my content isn't? And then I would probably at that point just hire some bunch of full-time editors to to just start making completely different types of content. Maybe don't do Let's Play stuff and maybe have it be more highly edited or something like that. I would also just then continue to do all of the other like channels as well. I would put a lot more effort in the Holding On Here channel, stuff like that. Because it's kind of like I'm just trying to get something where I can have like a sustainable, people enjoy this content, I can get a sustainable living out of Let's Plays or streams, and then that way I can do a lot more creative outlet stuff. I mean, I enjoy video games. I'm like a fucking massive ass nerd. I just recently, I feel like I've been talking about Fallout New Vegas every now and then on these Crab Champions videos over the last year or two. I have finally beaten Fallout New Vegas. I did that last night. That was the best way to end my birthday. I had done, you know, I had been playing it. Oh my god! 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 Never mind. Never mind. I gotta just have flat. That was crazy. I just started getting railed between like 7 people, and I just lost like 2,000-3,000 HP. But yeah, no, I had put so many hours. I beat 1 of 4 DLCs. And at this point, I was just so OP. So I finally did the final mission of Fallout New Vegas. I can finally say I've beaten New Vegas. I'm going to do another playthrough at some point in time because I just did the NCR playthrough. So I'm going to do another playthrough where I use science weapons. And I just suck Mr. House's dick, you know, however much and hard and long he needs. And see what happens then. And then I'll do the other DLC in that as well. So... yeah, MCR is fucked, and don't nobody spoil the other endings. Yeah, so don't spoil the other endings. But yeah, I will side with Mr. House next. I want to see what that does. But MCR, if I was like a real person, there are a lot of flaws with the NCR. But in a post-apocalyptic world, it's like, I don't know, man. Sometimes you need like. I feel like there's a lot of instances. Also, we'll just do 2 fire rates up. That you really just need some structure. You know what I mean? But it was really fun. It was so OP. I was using my minigun. I was using the pistol from the second DLC from the guy that got thrown in a mountain or fire or something like that. And I had this pistol and it was really good. Arcane Blast. Ooh, extra use of your grenade. Huge. But I'm very bouncing. I'm very, very happy to say, and I'll take some armor, that I have beaten Fallout New Vegas now. Also, we could do enhancements. We have a lot of money. Like, I feel like I'm able to buy a lot of stuff. We will go ahead and say healing is more effective. And Crimson Haze wouldn't be terrible either. Man, actually, I want X-Shot. I could do more melee on the Arcane on the melee, but instead I will do Targeting Shot. And, don't like how much health we have, but we have armor now, so... But yeah, I very much enjoyed my time with Fallout New Vegas. I still need to play Fallout 3. It was like, I feel like I've talked about it a lot, but as a kid, I just did not have the attention span to play these RPGs, right? Like, that's why I got so into roguelikes. And also FPS games, right? Because you can just, like, play an FPS game mindlessly, you know, for an hour or 2 or whatever, and have fun with it. In short bursts. But I would always try to play these big RPGs, and then I would play them and love them for 5-10 hours, and then I wouldn't play them for a couple months, and I wouldn't remember where I was, and I would just want to start over, and it would just be the endless loop of starting over, and I don't think I had the patience as a gamer to beat these RPGs. So now that I've matured as a gamer or whatever, I don't know. Now I'm going back to all these games and playing them and stuff like that, you know? So that's really dope. I don't like Fallout, but the Master's one of my favorite characters. The Master. I don't remember who that is. Is that from New Vegas? But yeah, I need to do Fallout 3. I need to do abilities do more damage. I'll take that. I need to do gain armor if we have no armor. I'll take that then too. Same thing with Skyrim. I need to go back and beat some of the Pokemon games because even though I played like almost every Pokemon game, the only one I've ever beaten, Pokemon Sapphire, is from the first Fallout. I do really hope that somehow I know there's a mod. Someone has remade the original Fallouts in like the Doom engine or something like that. So it's like first person. That looked really cool. But yeah. Next time I do Fallout, I'm probably going to just do another New Vegas run. and then I'm gonna do a lot of the DLCs as I level up. Like, I think the first and third. And then I'll get to, like, where I could beat the game, and then I'll probably do the final one. That way I can experience all the DLC. Not really. I guess we'll take more bouncing shot, and we will take no economy. Still relatively early on in a run, and I'll lose max HP for something. Otherwise, this build's going very well. Very good build here so far. I think we're gonna get our time to grind. Now I say that, and then we almost died earlier. So, banana and paycheck, and we'll go skill chest. But yeah, I'm trying to be a little bit better about because it's a comment I've gotten multiple times, and I think it is valid. You know, sometimes, I mean, especially when we play games like Crab Champions or Peglin, you know, games that we have literally hundreds of episodes. Like, we are trying to have fun builds, but they're also just good opportunities for us to yap it up and just hang out with chat and stuff like that. Almost like the fast food of the channel, you know what I mean? Like, everybody's probably, a lot of people have probably seen a lot of Peglin, Crab Champion, stuff like that. It's just kind of like, okay, well, if you're waiting for more content, right, you know. And so that will never change. I'm never gonna like stop yapping in these videos. Like, if it's like a new game, I do try to focus more on the game, right? Absolutely, that makes sense. But I always want these videos to be just yapathons. But there's a lot of people that are like, okay, dude, sometimes you literally will just sit in a shop for a minute and do the stereotypical, like, I'm just parkouring around the shop while I'm finishing my thought. So I'm trying to still yap it up in the videos, but keep the game moving, because I can see from a YouTube audience, you know, that getting annoying. But the yapping will never stop. The yapping will never stop. Oh shit. I'm very much enjoying this arcane themed build. We need. I was hoping for more anvil shop upgrades, to be honest. So there would be kind of more chances for us to get like these scythes arcane. That would have been pretty cool. Because our grenades kind of already are with the mortar turrets. The melee already does. Our weapon already does. Turret damage increased. Love that. I love how prominent the turrets are here too. Ooh. I'll probably got to go turret damage up. Our turret damage is now 400%. We'll do random chest here. So about this game, what does Arcane do as an element? Yeah, Arcane is pretty similar to Fire, where when you apply a lot of the Arcane, it will do damage over time. But whereas Fire just slowly ticks down and does damage to them, Arcane loses, as far as I know, Arcane loses the stacks of Arcane faster, but it does bigger bursts of damage. So it's effectively just Fire that like goes down in different ticks. There was a period of time where Arcane used to be able to crit, but I think that was a glitch. Someone told me in one of our previous videos that that no longer isn't the case. So I don't think it I don't think it crits anymore. So the stacks are harder to keep on the enemy, but it does the damage to them faster than Fire. If I remember correctly. Kind of saddening how small this guy is for how entertaining he is. I appreciate it. We're working on it. I consider myself being mentored by some awesome, dope, big as hell creators recently, and I have been getting some amazing advice from some bigger content creators, and so that's why, you know, we made that channel update a while ago. We'll take Aura Explosion. I'm gonna check. That's why we, you know, made that channel update video a while ago. It's why the thumbnails and titles have been changing a little bit, while I'm trying to be a little bit more conscious on, you know, things, what would the YouTube viewers enjoy, stuff like that. So we're working hard. I appreciate all you guys that have been here along for the ride, and for however long y'all have been here, for real. For real, for real. Arcane is a damage over time that speeds up with the more stacks as opposed to each stack lasting the same amount of time. That's what you're saying. I don't know if the more Arcane they have, the faster the stacks hit. It's just technically like, I don't know if it like, if anyone knows exactly, let me know, but I'm pretty sure it's like, let's see, 30, 26, 22, 19. So I think it just takes like a percentage of the stacks away. 382, 325, 276, 235. So it's just like, so the times between tick downs are the same, but I think it's like a percent base. Whereas fire is just like a consistent burning down, you know? Okay, orbiting sites. I guess 2 more anvil choices on anvil things. A little bit more Grim Reaper healing. Abilities do more damage. And then I will do triple shot. Honestly, just a bunch of triple shots seems pretty sick. So we're just shooting quite often either, or we're just shooting a lot. We're just blasting all over the place. And I will get a random enhancement. Screw it. Arcane Blast has persisting. Arcane Blast. Oh, that's actually pretty sick. That's actually pretty sick. It's like 20% of the arcane stacks. Arcane is fitting name for its mechanics. Yeah. Do you ever watch your videos to see what could be improved? Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. Obviously, it's harder because of, you know, the fact that I'm putting out big Let's Plays and stuff like that. But yeah, no, I pretty frequently sometimes like say I'm just like I have nothing to do and I'm just like in my smoke room and I'm wanting to chill out and just, you know, smoke it up and just relax. Sometimes I will put videos, especially on series that don't do as well, like, you know, my Amori series, or back in the day I was like, I would watch a lot of my Rogue Legacy 2 videos, or every now and then just bits and pieces of the videos that I put out, you know. But absolutely, that is like the biggest piece of advice that I would give to content creators is like, watch your fucking videos. Like, watch what you're expecting other people to watch or hoping other people will watch. You know what I mean? And that's actually the biggest thing that I have, sort of related to that, biggest advice I've been given from a lot of content creators with like the title and thumbnails is like, I'm always like, oh, well, I don't really watch Let's Plays, so I don't really need to title the videos on what would like get me to click it. But then everyone's like, no, you do. Like, you need to get someone to click the video that has never seen your content, never seen the game. How are you going to get someone to click it? How are you going to title the video? How are you going to thumbnail the video? You know, and it's like just a big way to kind of think about it versus, oh, I'm just going to put out this content and just hope someone watches it. Now, to be honest, that's a little bit what I do with like certain series that aren't popular, right? Like when we played TF2 on stream for our big multiplayer community event. Do I really expect too many people to want to watch TF2? Not really, but I know that there's a couple people and I really like it and care about it. So there's some instances where I'm like, I know this isn't going to do well, but I'm more doing it for me and then the handful of people that really want that. But for a big content like when I'm playing new games and stuff like that, that's why I've been trying to, I shouldn't have taken Paycheck. It's a little bit too late. We'll go Elemental here. But that's why I've been trying to make the intros a little bit faster, you know, because I noticed like, okay, well, no, I could see if someone's never seen my channel before and I'm just sitting doing an intro for 45 seconds, someone's already clicked away. So I am trying to really decipher and figure out how to make the content better, you know, with keeping the core the same, if that makes sense. Now, 5 years from now passes and I still haven't made it. Maybe I'll figure out, okay, maybe Let's Plays don't work, but I've been really enjoying what we've been doing, you know. And the hope is, you know, get some people that enjoy this. Sharp shot. And that way there's like consistent just TTG content coming out. And then I can, you know, have fun with holding on here or more edited videos, stuff like that. Applying more Arcane. Love to see it. You gonna play with people? Not today. We're just doing single player. Last time we did, though, we were doing a big community day event. That was really, really fun. I know the videos on some of the stuff haven't done very well, but we played Upgun with our community. We did that SCP game with the community. We did TF2 with the community. We did a lot of Jackbox. It was really, really fun. It was something I've been wanting to do for a while, so I'm sure we'll maybe do them more in the future, but I had a lot of fun hanging out, interacting with y'all during that community stream event earlier this month. I see now the wand, when we're shooting either X formations or the triple shots, when you're hitting them with like 7 instances of Arcane, It's quite nice. We still have not found the perk that makes arcane stacks better, but you know what? One day. And even then, we don't need it. I've been making it work without it. One of the more interesting damage over time types I've seen is Risk of Rain's 2 SOTV collapse. Once one stack is on, a timer starts. Once the timer ends, all stacks go off at once in a one hit, but it is nasty to deal with. That sounds cool. That's kind of Arcane, similar to Arcane, I think. But obviously not, because, you know, the timer is a set timer, but that's really cool. Do Arcane. Pisses me off, I'm sub for 18 months, but I'm on a streak of 17 months. There's like probably 1 month in there or something. Oh shit, glass totem. Mine. I'm just happy we got new leaves finally on those the badges. Uppercut. Dude, these turrets, man. More arcane. Can't go wrong with more arcane. If you care about TF2, then you probably flipped out over the bot overload mess. I did. I actually made a video way back when where we played TF2, and I titled the video #SaveTF2, and we talked about it because the bot. Oh, dude, that's why I'm so in love with TF2 right now, is because they've solved the bot problem for now, at least. Like a year ago, year and a half ago. So yeah, the bot problem was really sad back in the day. Really, really was. I'll take an orbiting scythes, damage explosion, arcane blast, chance for abilities to explode once. As much as poison would be fun, that's not what we're going for. Chance for abilities to explode twice. You have so much health here too. Ooh, and a sentry turret, an arcane melee. GG pretty much the only content creator uploading Crab Champions content anymore. And it makes sense. I mean, it's been in early access for, 3 years. But that's why I enjoy what we do on the channel. Is like, when we have series that y'all enjoy and I enjoy so much, turret damage up, it is fun to just do them once a week, twice a week, whatever it ends up being, It's really fun to just kind of have it be this fast food of the channel. You know what I mean? You got gifted once before you were subbed. Oh yeah, no, TF2 bot problem's been solved for probably about a year and a half. I mean, occasionally you're gonna find a bot, but they get banned pretty quickly. But yeah, the bot problem is, I think there's other problems with TF2. Also, the amount of arcane, dude, our arcane build is fucking nuts. The other issue with TF2 right now is casual servers dying. So the biggest thing I'm calling for is for them to bring back quick play. But like, I have been enjoying the TF2 summer maps. Like, I have just been playing TF2 since I was a kid. I've never really stopped playing TF2. Now, maybe there'd be periods of my life where I only played a couple times a year, but like, I've never really stopped playing TF2. I don't know. I mean, part nostalgia, part I truly think it's still like the best class-based shooter out there. So, right? You're not having people yell at you like Overwatch or Marvel Rivals. Pick healer! Pick healer! Why the fuck aren't y'all picking healer? I need healer! And meanwhile, they're not gonna play healer. Like, they're not going to. And I think that's why I'm so adamant whenever I'm like, I'm not a Crab Champions YouTuber, I'm not a Peglin YouTuber, not even a roguelike YouTuber, even though it might seem like it. Because I am so scarred from trying to make this a TF2, or not a TF2 channel, an Overwatch channel, and then I sort of hate, dude, I can't play. I played like 1,000 hours of Dota 2 as a kid. Like, I know what MOBAs are like. I know what hero shooters are like. And I think they are one of the most toxic player bases of all time. And also, it's just not fun. It's not fun to have someone screaming slurs at you because you didn't pick the right class before the game even started. Right? Like, that's just, I can't think of anything less fun, in my opinion, at this point, this stage in my life. When I was a kid and I had nothing better to do, grinding Dota 2 for 900 hours seemed like it was a good choice. Probably wasn't. But yeah. What was the game mode in TF2 where you fight waves of robots? That's man versus machine. I think they're actually about to do a new man versus machine update as well. And the bot problem was just, there was just a million bot creators that were just, they would put bots and they would mostly play sniper, and they would just aimbot, and so they were just like bots with cheats that were just insta-killing like everyone, and they were in like 80% of lobbies. It felt, you know. Psyched for second season of Fallout. I am too. I still need to finish season 1, but I really enjoyed it, so it will happen. We will get persisting. I wish we had Arcane for the other turret, but we'll put persisting on the mortar turret. I don't even know if that's going to do anything, but whatever. 1 hit. Oh, I'm tempted, but I won't. I won't. I won't. We'll go elemental. And can I just say that the Overwatch community being noxious, I never had that. I'm grateful I never did. Can I say that the Overwatch community is noxious? You never experienced it being toxic, is what you're saying? Which is good. I'm glad. I don't ever want anyone to deal with being toxic. I think if you play those types of games, you gotta play them casually. Like, I have gone back to Overwatch with friends when Overwatch 2 came out, and I had a little fun for a month or two playing Overwatch 2 with friends very casually. The second you start taking those class, like the hero shooters, more Arcane, seriously is when you start. All fun leaves the building. And that's with MOBAs too. That's with a lot of games, to be honest. I suppose you could probably say that about most any other games, but it's like, say a game like Counter-Strike, right? Now, Counter-Strike's got a big cheating problem, so, I mean, there's separate issues, but if you just want to get really good at Counter-Strike, you can, right? Like, you can have your journey, you can get really good, and you can carry games. And that's cool. Now, sometimes you're still going to have a bunch of bad teammates, and, you know, can you carry hard enough? That's a different question. But theoretically, you can carry hard enough. In a game like Overwatch or Dota 2, and you just have people feeding, or you don't have any healers or something, like, it sucks that there are so many outside forces besides your own personal play that can impact you when you're trying to take it seriously. You know what I mean? When playing League, I once had someone say, "This isn't a game to me." Have you played Monday Night Combat? I think I remember seeing that game as a kid. I don't think I ever actually played it, though. Never experienced significant toxicity from Overwatch. Bailed on it a little bit before Overwatch 2 started. She got halfway decent with Tank, Sigma. No one. Maybe that's why. Because you were maybe Tank, and if you were a decent Tank, maybe no one's getting mad at you. That's what I never understood. It's like, why are people shitting on healers and tanks if you don't have enough healers and tanks? You need to treat them like fucking God on earth. You know what I mean? I recall someone making a joke that the intended way to play Dota or Dota 2, ignore all your teammates until you can successfully 1v5 the enemy team. Just play like hyper carry. Exactly. Everyone just wants to play DPS. And maybe that's partly, because back then I played DPS a lot because I had better aim than all of my friends. So, okay, Elemental Specialist. We have a lot of money here before this final fight. Damage increased for the money that we have. That goes up to 25,000 crystals. Bouncing Explosion. Personal space we'll see. Triple shot. I still can't believe we never got that other Arcane perk. More Arcane. And triple shot, and then we're at 25k, so perfect. Really like this music piece. The shot music is really good if that's what you're referring to. No matter what you do as a healer or tank, you're always doing something wrong. Kind of wish for more Isaac content. Glad Community Game Wheel allows for him every now and then. Yeah, I really enjoy the Community Game Wheel. Might be an extra week or two before we do it again, just because we had that big community event and I need to kind of catch up, but... Get them turrets! Get them turrets, dude! I don't know what happened again, but we got 1 million Arcane turrets. I don't know what happened. Let's go. And with that, I'm just going to take our W. Actually, yeah, I'm going to take my W. I feel like that was just perfect. I think the only thing we could have improved is if we had found that other thing, beam turret, or if I had seen some Arcane thing, I would have maybe taken it, right? But we'll call it for now. I think this was a pretty perfect build. I think this was pretty perfect. We'll take our well-deserved victory. We had pretty much turned everything we could into Arcane, and that just allowed us to stack some insane stacks of Arcane on the enemies. And I think this is a well-deserved victory royale, as the Fortnite players be saying. And a lot of fun. A lot of fun. So, as always, it's just so much fun to play Crab Champions and talk it up and stuff like that. So, for those of you guys watching after the fact on YouTube, I do hope you guys enjoyed. Make sure you guys subscribe, ring that bell like what the big boy YouTubers say, to be notified when more Crab Champions videos come out. If there are some, they'll be on the screen right next to me. And if you guys are going to be grinding out some Crab Champions on your own, then I wish you guys luck, and I'll see you all next time.